Dolls, a thing that brings comfort to children all over the world. They're there during a young child's good times and bad. Yet, with a seemingly eerie gleam that some contain within their eyes that almost makes them lifelike. Dolls tend to scare a lot of people. Could this be for good reason? Welcome to Peculiar Occurrences. I am your host, Lilith Nova. When dolls age, they tend to look quite creepy. The hair will fall out, the color will begin to fade, cracks will start to appear within the porcelain skin. As well, at times they even go missing limbs, arms, even eyes. This is a natural process that comes with both time and neglect. Though the doll that we are going to be talking about today, a very peculiar doll indeed. It has aged very differently than your normal average doll. This doll has aged as if it were alive. And many believe it to be haunted. Objects age, that's just simply a fact. They crack, they peel, they get dusty, and they degrade. And with this being known, even with this being known, many think that this doll did not age in the normal way. And that the way this doll aged is something more infinitely creepy, something maybe even paranormal. The family in question has never been named due to not wanting to be connected to this doll at all. But the story is simple enough. They were your average run-of-the-mill family who had a couple of kids, and on either a birthday or a Christmas, they had bought their child a baby-faced, regular old baby doll. The doll was loved and adored by the girl. But as with most children's toys, as the girl grew up, she sort of forgot about the doll. Grew out of it. Later, the children fully grew up, they moved out of the home, and their parents decided instead of throwing away the old toys, they would store them in boxes and put them in the attic. And although the doll was frequently played with when its owner was a child, it was still in fairly good condition when the parents put it in a box and up into that attic. Now, let's jump forward to about 11 years later, when the parents decided to move out of this house. The doll had been up in the attic all this time, forgotten about. No one had messed with it. When they decided to move out of the house, they cleaned out their attic. And they went up there and ended up finding an interesting box that at first they did not recognize. It had a strange looking doll in it that looked as if it had aged, like an elderly person with wrinkles bearing down its face, wrinkles going up and down its arms, as if it had withered away and aged into a very old, elderly person. It actually wasn't until the owner's parents recognized the clothing on the doll when they realized what doll this was. This definitely made their blood run cold. It was their daughter's doll, once baby-faced, now aged. Incredibly, the doll had aged incredibly close to the way a human does. All the wrinkles were even in all the right places. But it was the eyes that were the most haunting. Once that of a sweet and innocent doll now looked human and alive and elderly, worn and tired. And looking into them, it was almost as if you could detect a presence, a wisdom, a spirit. The family got rid of the doll, and the new owners actually ended up auctioning off the doll for a hefty sum of money. It is now unknown who owns the doll, or what condition it could be in today. Now, let's go over a few theories on this story. Now, there's a bit of a debate on how this doll may have aged. A few people, doll collectors and those of the like, believe that this doll's plastic may have degraded, a kind of rot. But many argue that doll rot leaves a doll brittle, discolored, cracked. Nothing to this scale. And nothing that looks like this. And a lot of those that take a more paranormal stance to this peculiar occurrence believe that perhaps a spirit has attached itself to the doll. Maybe even way back when the girl still played with it. And another even out there peculiar theory on this doll is that someone may have even used some sort of black magic on the doll to stop their own aging process. As time passes by, the doll withers all the effects of aging, while the one who had cast the spell would still be young and vibrant. Either way, this is a creepy looking doll, an interesting story, and one heck of a peculiar occurrence. Now, I looked pretty deeply into this, and I really could not find the names of the current owners of this doll or where this doll could be. I also could not find the names of the old owners, the original owners of this doll. Though, I did find a news article from 2009 from a UK news site called Express that stated that this story actually comes from a book called Ghost Caught on Film 2 by John Eaton. The book is actually available on Amazon, and this is the description of the book, just to give you an idea of where this story comes from. So what I can tell, the author of the book is claiming this to be a very real story with a picture for proof. But I don't know. What do you think about this peculiar occurrence? Could it be doll rot? Could the doll be haunted? Or perhaps something else? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, check my description box and pick up your peculiar occurrence merch. As well, while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up, hit that share button and share this with all of your peculiar friends. As well, hit that subscribe button and that bell button, because if you don't hit the bell button, it's like you didn't even subscribe at all. So hit that bell button so you know when I upload. And until next time, keep your eyes peeled for all things peculiar. Do 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 do. Yeah. Hit me up on Twitter and Facebook.
Are you listening? Damn.